The Girl in the Mirror, written by Salvador Cabal. I've seen her for as long as I can remember, the girl on the other side of the mirror. She's been with me nearly all my life, watching me from behind the glass. My earliest memory is as a little girl, watching my reflection as I brushed my teeth before bed. Leaning down to spit in the sink, I stood up and found that it wasn't my reflection returning my gaze any longer. I was face to face with a completely different girl. She looked like a shadow. Her skin was black as night, her thin face framed by long dark hair, wearing black clothes that I couldn't quite discern from the rest of her. The only distinctive features she had was her eyes. Two large, red eyes, like burning embers of a fire. She visited me often, sometimes several times a day, ever since that first time I met her. She never talked, never really attempted to communicate with me. She just watched me, smiling on occasion with a mouthful of starkly white teeth, or letting out a giggle when someone caught me staring at her. From time to time, she'd tap her thin fingers on her side of the glass, as if trying to get my attention. I tried to show her to other people. Even when she was staring right at us, they couldn't see her. They only saw my reflection. As a child, they thought I was lying or had an imaginary friend. As I got older, I quickly learned that other kids would make fun of you for talking about things like the girl I saw. They'd call me names, say I was crazy, bully me since I was an easy target. The usual things kids do. Photographs and videos didn't capture her. Only I could see her. So I just stopped trying to prove she was real. I just lived with seeing her, sometimes multiple times a day, watching her grow as I grew, age as I aged. I'm 87 now. The girl on the other side of the mirror grew as fragile and old as I have, aging in sync with mine. Even with the girl frequently visiting, I've had a full life. I married, though I've outlived my husband, had children who also had children, and now I live alone. Just me and her, the withered old lady in the mirror. But today, she wasn't there. When I woke up, groping for my walker and hobbled to my vanity, I found the mirror shattered, its shards scattered on the floor, dark and opaque. Making my way to the bathroom, the mirror above the sink was the same. Every mirror in my home has been shattered, and the pieces of fractured glass are now dark, as if they'd been covered in blackness.